And we're back here on the GSMC Baseball Podcast, bringing you our fourth segment, which is going to be previewing the Yankees and Dodgers series here. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, whenever the Yankees and Dodgers play, it is a very big spectacle. I mean, two of the most well-known teams in all professional sports, and just for this year at least, two of the best teams in the league. So, always very exciting time when they play. They're going to the Bronx this time, so in my neck of the woods here in New York. So that should be fun to see. I don't imagine I'll go to a game because they're very expensive. I looked at tickets, but yeah, very, very expensive. So unfortunately, we'll not be going to that. But just great baseball. I'm very excited to see it. And yeah, these two teams are great. I mean, they match up very well, of course. We have the star power with the Dodgers having Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani. Yankees, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge. You have Garrett Cole, who's hurt. And, you also have other great players like Alex Verdugo. You have Anthony Rizzo hasn't been the greatest. Gleyber Torres. Anthony Volpe is becoming a star in his own right. So a lot of star power here. And I like how these two teams match up. I think that both have really good pitching rotations. I think that both these teams have, of course, elite lineups with, again, star power. So always going to be very exciting when these two teams play, and very excited to watch it. Now, going over the pitching matchups for this one. First off, we have Yoshinobu Yamamoto versus Cody Poteet of the Yankees. Now, Poteet is a fill-in for the Yankees right now with an injury to the team for Clark Schmidt. And obviously, the Dodgers have the one-up here with Yamamoto. I'd obviously say he's much better than Cody Poteet. The thing I'm very interested to see, though, is Yamamoto in the Bronx. Of course, as you know, Yamamoto's second choice for this offseason was to play for the Dodgers. Of course, was to play for the Yankees, and of course went to the Dodgers instead. So Yankees fans were very dead set on getting Yamamoto, just like the Mets were, both New York teams. So it'll be very, very fun to watch Yamamoto go to New York for the first time and end up playing the Yankees. I'm very curious to see how the fan reaction is. Very curious to see how many Dodgers fans show up. And will Yamamoto get booed? Probably. I think Yankees fans are still a little bit sore about that subject, but it's worked out well for them this year. Their rotation's been great, so it's fine. But it'll be very interesting to see what the fan reaction is to Yamamoto and how he handles that as well. So that'll be fun. But obviously the Dodgers have the one-up here for the first game. Then we have Gavin Stone versus Nestor Cortez. Pretty even for that game, I'd say. I think both pitchers are pretty good and kind of even, so wouldn't really give the one-up to anyone there. Then we have Glasnow and Heel, also pretty even. Wouldn't really expect to say that Tyler Glasnow and Luis Heel on the same level, but Heel's done very, very well this year. Of course, one of the top Rookie of the Year favorites. Been a big breakout candidate for the Yankees this year. Not a breakout candidate, he has broken out. Been a big breakout player for the Yankees this year, simply put. So, yeah, overall has been a great player, and that's also an even series. But the Dodgers, they might have the slight edge to the rotation just because of the first game. So, be very interesting to see what does end up happening here. And should be very, very good pitching. Should be very, very good pitching matchups. I'm very excited to see it, and yeah, very excited to end up seeing what happens with this series and these teams playing each other. Now, there is a thing we have to talk about, which I have not talked about all show, but I did want to, of course, mention it. Juan Soto, he left yesterday's game with an injury. A lot of Yankees fans were worried once they learned it was arm discomfort. A lot of them were thinking the worst. They thought it was Tommy John or, he tore something. We now know today, this came out, I believe, a few minutes before the show started, where it was revealed that Juan Soto has nothing serious and just has inflammation in that arm. It has been bothering him for a week, but he tried to play through it, and it just ended up giving out, and he couldn't really play through it anymore with the rain delay last night in the Bronx. So Soto is out for the lineup today in the first game, which is, of course, a huge blow to the Yankees. And this is one of the big storylines of this entire series now, having Juan Soto being out. Of course, obviously, the Yankees would love to have him in, but you have to take care of your stars, and you have to make sure that you're not pushing Soto, because if he keeps hurting this and it gets more serious, who knows. So it is unfortunate that Soto is going to miss a game of one of the biggest series all year for the Yankees and just baseball in general. So that is very unfortunate, but have to be careful with him. So I'm sure no one's criticizing the Yankees part here. So yeah, it should be very interesting to see what the Yankees lineup does look like without Soto. You're of course going to be having Verdugo move up in that lineup, playing the outfield now, kind of be your big lefty bat. So that is going to be interesting here. Looking at this Yankees lineup for today, it did already come out. So looking at the difference, you have Anthony Volpe leading off, then Verdugo, Judge, Stanton cleanup, Rizzo, Torres, LeMahieu, Grisham, and Jose Trevino. Trent Grisham is filling in for Soto, of course, playing center field. Good there, I guess, giving Aaron Judge a little bit of time off from center field and letting him play right field. The thing about the Yankees is they have so much hitting depth that it really doesn't matter. I mean, of course it does matter. You, of course, want Soto there, but Trent Grisham is still a really quality player. Still a guy I was kind of perplexed at how the Padres just gave him away in that trade. I think he brings a lot of talent here, and he's a good player in general. So was kind of surprised with that, but is the number 7 hitter here. Sorry, the 8 hitter here, and is filling in for Soto. So brings a lot more defense than Soto does, which is good. The Dodgers will be hitting the ball a lot, I'd say, so that is a positive there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how long Soto is out, what the impact on the lineup is, if Judge gets a little worse because he has less protection around him. But yeah, overall, should be a very, very interesting game. And I'm so excited to watch the series. Just again, I talked about it yesterday with my Ohtani and Paul Skeens segment, that how it was kind of just pure baseball, just the best going at it. This is what that is today. Two of the best teams of baseball with all the star power you can ask for, going at it in one of the biggest venues in the sports with the Bronx, New York. So yeah, very, very excited to watch this game. Super interesting. And yeah, this series is going to be very, very exciting to watch, and will be something that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, definitely if you're a baseball fan, check this one out for this weekend. Will be so fun to see. So yeah, that is our fourth segment here, going over the Yankees and the Dodgers, a little bit of a preview with the series. Moving into our fifth and final segment, which is going to be going over the London series for the Mets and the Phillies, which does end up starting on Saturday, so not today. So yeah, we'll be talking about that, and we'll see you after the break. So thanks, and bye.